Hi there, Becky here from 168 Fitness. Last week I was talking about setting goals to achieve in 2019, and we were talking about weight loss goals, running goals and just general health goals, maybe toning goals as well. And I was giving you advice on how to set really motivational goals that are going to keep you focused, keep you motivated and actually keep putting in the effort over the next few months at least. So hopefully you've set some goals, or at least one goal that you want to achieve, perhaps in the short term, maybe medium term, or perhaps some bigger goals that you want to achieve by the end of the year, and then we can break those down into smaller goals over the next few weeks. So this week I want to give you some advice on how to achieve them. So you're going to need to have a plan of action for achieving them. So let's take each goal at a time. So if your goal is weight loss, I'm going to keep it really simple, by the way, and everyone will be different. You'll have your own plan of action for achieving your goals, but this just gives you an idea of sort of the basic kind of action points that you'll need to do to achieve your goals. So if you're trying to lose weight, and any amount of weight really, whether it's 2 pounds, half a stone, 2 stone or more, you are going to need to burn some more energy. So doing some exercise or some activity of some sort, and you're going to need to consume a little bit less energy as well, and a combination of the two is the best way of losing weight. And you're going to need to do it for a set period of time, depending on how much you need or you want to lose, will determine how long you do it for. But even to lose 2 pounds, you're going to need to do those two things pretty much every single day for the next sort of week or two perhaps. If you are looking to lose more weight, then you're going to need to do it for a longer period of time. But even when you've lost the weight, you're going to have to still do those two things, or at least being conscious of what you're eating and also doing a little bit more activity to try and maintain the results that you've got. But let's not get onto maintenance. We're still talking about weight loss. So with the exercise that I talked about, burning more calories, if you are a complete beginner and you're not doing any exercise currently, then you could just start off with some walking. If you're not usually doing that either, just going out for like a 20-minute walk in an evening or a morning, or whenever you can fit it in, maybe at lunchtime. Some walking is good because that will burn some calories. It obviously doesn't really work your fitness that much, unless you are a beginner level, and that's kind of, you're a bit limited with what you can do. Walking is good for those that can't do anything too high intensity, but it will still burn calories and it is still using your muscles as well, so you will benefit from doing some walking. And even if you are doing some exercise already, adding in some extra walking will also be really good for burning calories as well. That could be your extra activity that will help you to lose weight. So yes, walking is a good one. If you've got some fitness DVDs at home, pull those out, or buy one of those for yourself. Mini trampoline, obviously, I always recommend those as something you can do at home in front of the TV. You may want to join a gym, you may want to sign up for personal training with me. Anything that is going to fit in with your lifestyle, going to fit in with your schedule, that you make time for, that is something that you think you'll enjoy. Now, we offer a free taster, and most sort of PTs and gyms and exercise classes and things, you can go and try them for free or for a little bit of money, and that's really good because you need to actually want to do it, or else you're not going to do it for a consistent period of time to get the results. So pick an activity that you want to actually do and you can see yourself doing, and it fits in with your schedule and your budget and everything, and then aim to do that activity minimum of twice a week. 3 times a week would be great. And if you are a beginner level, then 2 to 3 times a week is a really good amount to do to get you started. If you've been exercising for a longer period of time, you may be able and comfortable and be used to exercising maybe 3 to 6 times a week, and that's absolutely fine and great as well. Like, obviously I've been training for years and I run 6 days a week, and my body's used to that, and I have 1 rest day. So There's nothing wrong with training consecutive days, but if you are just starting out, if you're beginner level, then it's not sensible to just jump in at the deep end because one, you're not likely to sustain it, and two, you might get injured. So we don't want that. So aiming for sort of 2 to 3 times a week for beginners, maybe 3 to 5 times a week for those that are or have been doing some exercise previously. So you're exercising more, adding in some extra activity maybe with the walking, burning more calories, and then in terms of how you're going to hopefully manage your food intake and reduce that slightly, one of those key things, and I always talk about it, MyFitnessPal. It's a free app, really good to use for people that are wanting to lose weight because it sets your calorie goals. You've just got to input the food and the exercise the food you're consuming and the exercise you're doing each day, and it will tell you how many calories you've got left to consume that day, and then as long as you stick to the goals that it's suggested that you stick to, then you will lose weight over a given period of time. It's got to happen. There's no way around it. As long as you input the correct information. So you're going to need to weigh your food, you're going to need to think about what you're eating, drinking every single day, and you need to be conscious of it and adding it to MyFitnessPal for that to work if you decide that that is the method for you. And I do use it myself. I think it's fantastic and a really good free tool to get hold of. So MyFitnessPal would be really good. If you're not ready for that commitment just yet, then just being a bit more conscious of what you're eating and drinking each day. So you might want to cut out alcohol, because that will save you some calories each week. If that's something that you're consuming on a regular basis, you might want to cut back on have it, instead of having a cappuccino or a latte, you might want to have just a white Americano coffee. That will save you potentially 100 to 200 calories each time. You may want to change your snacks. So if you're usually having crisps or chocolate bars or cakes or biscuits and things like that, you may want to swap those for fresh fruit, because that's going to save you a good amount of calories as well. And obviously it's a lot healthier to eat healthy natural food. So yeah, there's various ways you can do that. Even just kind of looking at your portion sizes as well, that will usually help reduce your calorie intake, because most of the time we're just eating more than we actually need to. So that's where MyFitnessPal comes in, for sort of you can see how many calories you've consumed so far in the day, and you can see it all adding up, and sort of look for areas that you can reduce those calories. So as I've said it before, everyone's different. I'm not going to tell you how many calories you need to eat to lose weight or to maintain or anything like that, because everyone's going to be different. Again, that's why MyFitnessPal is really good, because it takes into account what you're doing as well, the activity you're doing and what you're burning, etc. So yeah, that's my advice for weight loss. I'm going to cover other goals next week, because I've talked a lot this week about the weight loss. But if you are, if your goal is weight loss, if you've started, great. Maybe take on board what I've said today, add in some extra action points for achieving your goal. If you need any extra help, please do get in touch. I would love to help. If you just want to ask any questions as well, please do get in touch. Happy to answer those as well. So hopefully that's helped. Reminder, burning some more calories, eating a bit less calories, a little bit less food, energy, drinks, etc. Then that will help you to lose weight. And you're going to have to do it for at least a week to see the benefits, but most likely, because most of us want to lose maybe half a stone at least, you're going to have to do it for perhaps the next month to 3 months, 6 months, depending on your goal. So it's a consistent approach that you need, not just one day of healthy conscious eating or being more active. You're going to have to do it every single day, I'm afraid. So yes, just keeping it simple. To have a go at that if that's your goal this week, and I'll see you next week to talk about some more action plans for other goals.